Hi everyone, Anna Clohesy here, Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne International. And I'm here today to present to you guys the Express Beauty session the way I do them. And so these are purely just for training purposes. Take what you like out of it, what I do, and hopefully they'll help you with your Express Beauty session. So I've got up in front of you here our presentation guideline for our EBSs and our Swiss Beauty workshops. So I'll just have this in front of you and can flick through. Keep in mind, I do jump around a little bit. All of us do things differently. And I sometimes, it just depends on the person that I'm with and also and how they're feeling and what kind of interaction I'm having with them on how much I might stay on one thing, or if I might talk about something first before, put a cream on first before talking about the next tip. So I do not follow this to a T, but we get the main messages across. So we know you should have this as your training guide. We know what we want to do in these, that they're there to give people a really good overview. They should take 30 minutes to do, as in I mean 30 minutes of talking about the product. So don't stress if you're looking more like an hour, but if you've been talking to that person and interacting with them and exchanging stories and getting to know them, that's okay, because you are building a relationship with that person. So if you're taking an hour just to do the product, then you might need to hone it back, but practice makes perfect. So record yourself on Zoom doing one of these. Record yourself with a friend doing one. It's the only way you can learn how to practice and just get out there and get started on them. So our three key messages that you want to get across is your results, your health, and your money, which they're all covered throughout the Express Beauty session. You have in there in front of you what you need. I, just like all the other girls, everyone does things differently. I just take a small bag in, like a makeup toiletry bag size, or a small kind of carry-on luggage sort of size type bag as well. Either or. And depending on where you're doing this, whether it's at your house, sometimes you might invite people to come to you or you go to them. I personally like to do them at the table with them or at the sink, like around their kitchen table. So I just have these cool little buckets that I use. I just got them from one of the cheap shops there. And I take a towel. So I actually wash their face there, and we use a couple of face washes and have a mirror set up and all of that. But you can take them through to the bathroom and do the cleansing of the hands, the face, and the toner and the lift gel there, whatever you prefer. That's just me. That's the way I've been doing them, because I feel like these EBSs are about sitting and having a coffee chat basically with a friend, talking about these products while they try them. So I try and make it as relaxed as possible. So you've got there what else you need in front of you. So the very first thing I like to do is I don't pull everything out like it says. You pull things out one at a time. So you just have your little bag sitting beside you and you just pull them out as you need them. Now, the first thing I get to do once I welcome them into the house, or I go to their house, whatever, get them to fill out their customer care form there for you. They'll take a couple of minutes to fill that out. So, make a drink, make a coffee, whatever they may feel like. And if they don't want anything, then just pretend that you're fluffing in your bag, sorting a few things out instead of sort of looking over their shoulder. And then you can sit with them and sort of have a bit of a chat about it. So once they've filled that out, I tell them, I go through the customer care form and see what concerns they have with their skin and talk about what their problems are, so I get to know them a little bit more. I then tell them a little bit about me. I tell them where I've come from, where I'm going, all our why, all of that stuff. And I also ask them about them personally, like what do you do, family, occupation, recreation, all of those things, because it's really about connecting to them to really gain that trust with them and break down the barrier of you and them thinking that you're a salesperson, because we know that we are sharing from the absolute heart. So you need to get that across and be personable. So once we've had a bit of a chat and things like that, I will then say, well, I'm going to run you through the RE9 set today because of what you've ticked on here. This is going to help address all of those problems that you're having with your skin. So we're going to start off, cleanse our hands. Now, pause for a second. I'm going to sort of come in and out of character a little bit, so I hope you can work with me on this and understand when I'm, pretending to be doing the express and when I'm giving you some tips. So, I'll get them to, wash their hands like we do. And a few things that I talk about is, I love the fact that we've just got one cleanser in the shower. My husband loves it. I love it. And it saves having to buy multiple body cleansers. It's nice and fresh. And a little bit goes such a long way when you're using it on like a loofah pad or, the little shower sponge type things. Okay, your hands are nice and clean now. So then we go on to the smoothing facial cleanser. Now, I always recommend just half a pump of the smoothing facial cleanser. I feel like a little bit goes such a long way with this cleanser. So even though the pump's needed on these, I think half a pump for the cleanser is ample. So I'm just, you get them to wash that. And I love the fact that it cleanses my face without stripping all my natural oils off my skin and making me feel like I've got no skin left on my face. You know that feeling with cleansers? I always try and get them to imagine how their skin used to feel or feels currently with the products they use, and then getting them to compare it to how much nicer our product feels on their skin. So the next one, once they've done all that, make sure you're using a clean flannel to wipe it all off, and then towel drying it. I then get the toner into action. Now, me personally, I will either spray it directly onto their face, or I'll offer that they can pop it onto their hands if they want to pat it on, particularly if they've said they've got quite sensitive eyes. So 2 squirts of the toner either on their hands, directly onto their face, or into their hands. Get them to pat that on, and then the lift gel. So toner, it's got on there the technical features there in front of us. Me, I love the toner, the fact that it's a spritzer, and it just kind of wakes me up for the day and gets me going. I even use it throughout the day as a bit of a pick-me-up as well. And it also helps set your makeup. There's another little tip for you. So next thing we do is the instant lift gel. So I'm going to pop that on half the side of their face so that they get the result and feel the difference and hopefully see a difference. Lift on the left. Now, I talk about this product a little bit because I do absolutely adore it. I love looking in the mirror when I first wake up, and then looking at myself after I've done my lift gel, because I can instantly see a difference in my skin and the way that it's sort of sitting up a bit tighter and a little bit firmer. This product is a product that the more you use it, the better results you get over it, because your skin has a cellular memory. So it will remember to stay up as such. So it's kind of like if you lifted weights at the gym, after a period of time, your muscles would remember to lift that amount of weight. So your skin is the same. So you want to be using this morning and night. In my opinion, I love the lift gel. So while they are talking, while that lift gel is sort of setting in on one side, I'll just tell them a little bit about Arbonne. I like to share a little bit about, 34-year-old company, where, it's founded in Switzerland. We formulate our products, we manufacture our products in America. The fact that the quality in these products is second to none. And I talk a little bit of the marketplace comparison on, the fact that normal skincare is, particularly if they've said they're using it in a range of the economy to premium formulations. I'll talk a little bit about them, and, what they're paying for is a lot of marketing and advertising, and what I'm presenting here today to you is a product that you would not normally be, we're really willing to hand over the cash for, but because we are an internet-based direct selling business, we can bring the price, we can actually offer people these products at a price that are more economy and premium formulations, and you will never feel anything like this on your skin ever again. It's just phenomenal. So once that lift gel is set on, I then get them to have a little bit of a look and say, how's that feeling? Is that firmer on that side? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's like a strange feeling. You can feel it, but you can't actually feel it. You can feel it working. So even them up, because you don't want to send anyone home lopsided and their husband looks at them a bit strange and goes, what have you done to your face? You look weird on one side. So even them up. And then we go then into the intensive renewal serum. So just even if you can give that a minute or two just to set in a little bit. So talk about, they might still be talking about how amazing the lift feels. So don't be afraid while they're talking to you, or you're talking, that you're you know, pumping the next product into their hand or a lift gel, and sort of they'll stop and say, oh, so what am I doing, you know, here? I was just like, okay, just quickly pat that on. So you can keep the conversation rolling, but the lift gel is a good one that you can keep talking and get them to even up and let that set in. Okay, intensive renewal serum. Oh, who loves the serum? I am in love with the serum. All right. One pump of that, the serum, and just, you know, pat that on all over your face. Now the serum, I don't know about you, but I've never used a serum before. I'd never really heard of a serum. I didn't know what, you know, what I was meant to do with it. But this product is incredible. You know, talk about how it breaks down the glue and things like that. But I love the fact that my skin literally drinks this product, and just when I've then put my moisturizer on for the day, my skin is ready to go. My household knows if I've run out of serum, because I could nearly cry when I've run out of serum. I love it that much. And I know that you're going to, you know, feel the same. So this will break down the glue that's holding all the dead skin cells to the skin and allow for deeper penetration of our moisture. Alrighty, so next one we are going to talk about, just to, you know, the other thing I will do sometimes is before I put the serum on, I'll talk about the results and confidence type thing there too. So it's up to you. Just go with how you're feeling and with how much interaction you're getting with the client. So the next one I'll say, look, there's a couple of things I mentioned earlier. Just pretend I mentioned it. I always say I've got a couple of things that I want to get across to you in this Express Beauty session to give you a bit of information and education. So these things are something that really drew me to Arbonne and made me realise what an incredible, different, unique company they are. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is about our results, and this is about your results and confidence. So what actually sets us apart from anything else on the market is the fact that all of our products are inspired by nature and enhanced by science. So basically what that means is we use the finest, purest herbs and botanics, and they're full of all the antioxidants that we want to use to restore and repair our skin. So kind of like, you know, our skin needs antioxidants to preserve itself and repair itself, much like if you want to preserve a bit of apple or avocado in the kitchen, if you put lemon juice on it, you know how that sort of preserves it and stop it going brown? Well, our skin is much the same. We need those antioxidants. But what makes us so different is the fact that we have this incredible science to get us those results, because if we were just putting all those beautiful botanics on our skin, they're just going to sit on top of our skin and not penetrate down to where they need to go. So we need the incredible, smart and safe technology to get them down to where they need to go. So this is a little science lesson 101. It's called the Vitasphere technology. That's what Arbonne have developed. And basically what that does, it helps deliver those botanic ingredients down to your cellular layer of your skin. So it's about your third and fourth layer of your skin. That's where you want your products to go to receive the cosmetic changes in, you know, your fine lines and wrinkles and what you've ticked here on that sheet. This is how I'm going to get you those results with the incredible botanics and science. So the delivery system is incredible, and that's why you'll feel like you don't feel like you've got a heap of products on your skin, because it's sinking into where it needs to go. Okay, cool. Science lesson over and done with. Excellent. Okay, so corrective eye cream is our next one. A little bit on the ring finger, half a pump as well, pat, 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 pat around the eye bone, and any leftover on their lips. I love the eye cream. I have a story for my eye cream, and it dates back to when I first started. A couple of months in, I had obviously eaten my eye cream, and I had run out, and my husband actually said to me, he goes, oh, you've got like black things under your eyes again. He goes, you mustn't be getting enough sleep. And I said, well, no, I've run out of eye cream. And he, you know, typical male, sort of went, oh yeah, whatever, as if it's the eye cream. You know, a couple of days later, my eye cream arrived. A week later, I said, oh, how's my eyes looking? He said, oh, no, they're heaps better. So this eye cream works. You need it. If you've got the dark circles and the puffiness, you are going to love this eye cream. So it's great for lips, particularly in winter too. I always pop a bit on my lips at night before I go to sleep to give my lips a nice good drink. Okay. This is where I jump again. I then put the day cream on them then as well, because then I come back to let that day cream sink in before we do primer. So day cream is the next one I'm going to give you, extra moisture or normal. So I'll just flip to the next page. So that's in front of you. So this will help, hydrate, does all that. I love the fact that I can actually wear a day cream with sunscreen in it now. I've never been able to in the past because it would sting, and I'd have to wash my face straight away and get it off. So for me, I'm so glad I can wear a day cream with sunscreen now. And that's because it's formulated with a more natural zinc oxide. So it will sit on top of the skin and not penetrate down. How light is that day cream? Ask them how they're feeling. How amazing is that? Get some feedback from them. Okay, then I'll go into, the second thing that really drew me to Arbonne is this one, is the fact that, we're really in a health and wellness revolution. Everyone's concerned about what they're putting on their skin. What they're putting in their bodies. We're worried about what we're eating. We're worried about what we're cleaning our house with. We're looking for more natural, safe alternatives. But you know what? Skincare and moisturisers and makeup and toiletries and all of that, it's one thing that's really overlooked, but really it should be the first thing that we're looking at when we're looking at our health, because our skin is the biggest organ of our body. It's there to protect us. It's there to detoxify our bodies. And if we are putting junk, essentially junk on our skin, it's not going to be able to do its main job. So, before you even leave the bathroom, we're putting, up to 30 products on our body every single day. I know I do. I put heaps on. We've got deodorant, we've got toothpaste, all of those things, eyeliner, makeup, foundation, shampoo, conditioner. You think about it, all of those things are coming into our body, onto our skin, and going straight into our bloodstream. So, there's some really nasty things in skincare, and I did not know this before I got educated through Arbonne, is the fact that a lot of products on the market contain really nasty chemicals such as mineral oil. So I don't know about you, I thought mineral oil was kind of good because it had the word mineral in it. So I thought, it can't be too bad. But mineral oil is actually a byproduct of petrol. So it's cheaper for the oil companies and petrol companies to sell it off to cosmetic companies than it is for them to dispose of it environmentally friendly. So basically, people are putting petrol basically straight onto their skin, and the petrol acts like gives it a nice smooth texture, and it also increases the shelf life of the product. So, if you really knew about it, you wouldn't be wanting to put those on your skin willingly. The second reason why they don't, what we don't formulate with is so important, is the fact that we don't contain any animal byproducts or animal products. Plus, we are not tested on animals, so this gives us a vegan certification, which has been the way since day one. Now, I don't know about you, but I absolutely adore animals, and I cannot even bring myself to think about animal cruelty. And, in this day and age, it's just not necessary for companies to be testing on animals. We've got so many beautiful botanics. And that's what Peter Mork's, the founder of this company's vision was back then, was that he was seeing all this change of all these beautiful botanics, but then companies bringing in artificial things like mineral oils and using animal byproducts and animals to test these products on them. He didn't want that to be a part of it and part of his future. So that was his vision all along, to make this to contain none of these nasties. So animal byproducts are used as thickeners and expanders in skincare, toiletries, hair care, and makeup. So this means that it's cheaper for them as well. So it's all the leftover stuff that we don't consume. It's basically boiled up like making soup, fat scooped off, and then sent off to a rendering plant, which is then a purifying plant, which is then sold off to cosmetic companies. So when you think about it, it's pretty scary. And if we know what hormones and everything's pumped into animals these days, you just wouldn't want to be putting that on your skin. So those two things alone were a huge reason why I wanted to be a part of Arbonne. Just if I can educate people to have a look at what's in their bathroom and look at a safer alternative, such as Arbonne. But there's heaps of other, information on the PETA website and things like that. So we have incredible safe products that work and incredible results-driven products as well. So we get the best of both worlds with Arbonne. Okay, next thing that we talk about is then we go on to the renewal mask. And what you can do there too, backtracking a bit, is you can actually put the renewal mask on while you tell them about those things, because sometimes, you know, depending on the person and things, you might talk about that a little bit more and go into more detail about the fact that we're, you know, that we're dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, all of those things. So you might have put the mask on by then. But if you haven't popped the mask on their hand and do, you know, do the weighting process and get them to compare the hands and have a look at how amazing their hand looks. And, you know, I love this product. I honestly can't wait for my mask night once a week. I love that this is my little trick. I cleanse my face at night, quickly pat dry, pop my mask on, and I hop in the shower and let the steam activate it a little bit more from the shower and have a bit more of a relaxing shower than I normally would. So by the time you've done that and you're ready to rinse it off by then, 3 to 5 minutes is all you need to really take a good layer of skin off and really cleanse your skin deep. So I love the smell of it. The pineapple and papaya, I get them to smell it as well. And then, you know, once you've done that, you go on to the next bit. So during that 5 minutes, here's the other tip. I sometimes put the firming body cream. Now, depending on you, sometimes you might like to give them sort of a bit of an arm massage with it as well, because it's nice to give them a little bit of pampering. I think an arm massage is always beautiful. But I do the firming body cream on one arm, and then you can explain the collagen support supplement as well. So firming body cream, this was actually, for me, the product that probably got me over the line, because I am a big fan of moisturising all over, and I couldn't believe how much the firming body cream sunk into my skin. I didn't stick to the sheets. I could wear it in the middle of summer and not have that sticky, horrible, you know, beating sweat on legs and things like that. This product is incredible, and I've really noticed a difference with some stretch marks and things I've got too. So I guarantee you too, is that you will still feel the effects of that firming body cream even tomorrow on that arm. It's just so hydrating. The collagen support tablets, I'm just looking at page 7, 8, sorry, I don't know where page 8 is. That's a bit strange, but anyway, so you can explain the collagen support supplements to them, the fact that they give you results twice as fast and they work from the inside out. They've got the incredible vitamins A, C, D, and E, and that will help support your natural collagen function and to give you results twice as fast. It's great for skin, hair, and nails too. So these are, if you want to get results twice as fast, these are essential and a fantastic little supplement to be taking. Oh, sorry, there's a collagen support. There you go. Okay, so now by the time you've probably given them a nice little arm massage, you might have talked a little bit more about something that they liked on their skin. Wipe the mask off and then pop the night cream over the top. Make sure you do the compare though before you put the night cream on, because I think the results you get on the back of your hand are incredible. So the next thing, night cream. I love the night cream. It's like my body's signal that it's time to switch off every single night. You know, I just love jumping to bed, getting my night cream out beside me that I always have it in my drawer, and my night cream and also my neck cream, and it's just my body switches off, my mind switches off, and I know it's time to go to bed. So great to give your skin a really good drink overnight. You need a good night cream because this will help encourage cell recovery while you sleep. It's basically our corrector. So yeah, you really feel the difference between the day cream and the firming body cream, and you know, you might have even put the neck cream, given them some neck cream to put on as well. You know, you can really feel the consistency difference, and you know why we formulate it is specifically to the type of skin that we've got on that particular part of our body. Now, yeah, Genius, it's optional if you've got it, if you want to show them, or you can just talk about it. Maybe if you want to, you can save a bit of money, cut the pads in half, so you can just do it on one, you know, on one arm or something like that. You can talk about it. I don't know about you, but I'm addicted. I'm addicted to everything in Arbonne. Who am I kidding? But the Genius pads have really, really transformed my skin, and I wish they'd come out sooner. I just love them. I get them to smell it so that they know if they do end up ordering them. I say, look, the smell is quite strong. This is a plant-based retinoid that is going to be transforming your skin even more once we've got used to your RE9 set and used to using the skincare. Your skin is going to transform. And I often talk about, it's funny, isn't it, how it sort of goes on. It feels like it's quite oily, and then a couple of minutes later it's absorbed in, and it's just this beautiful, smooth texture over your skin and not leaving a residue on there. So you can talk more about the technical features on there if you like, but I would just sort of keep going on with it, so you can then go on and talk about the where we're up to primer. Sorry. Oh yeah. So I don't pull out the shampoo and conditioner yet. You've already got out there, like as you're using these, you're putting them all on the table in front of them in their little sets as such. The body cleanser is already there. I tend to pull the shampoo and conditioner out later once I'm showing them the pack, so they can have a bit of a smell. Up to you how they do them. My little tip while we're here though at the shampoo and conditioner is, being a hairdresser myself for the past 11 years of my life, I have honestly not used a shampoo and conditioner like this one before. It really does transform your hair. My mum, who never pays me compliments much at all, or comments on how I look because I look sort of the same most of the time, she thought I'd had my hair done within a space of a week of using the shampoo and conditioner. She could swear black and blue that I'd had it my full new colour done and a haircut as well. She couldn't really believe it that I hadn't had it done. So I sort of had to pull my hair and say, look my regrowth. I haven't had my hair done. So this is really great, this, and really helps lock in your colour and brightens your blonde. You're just going to love it, and the smell's incredible. Okay, so primer. You should be winding down now. This should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to do this. You can really hone in on this and run with it. So I always say, okay, so how's your skin feeling? I keep asking, how's your skin feeling? Is that, isn't that incredible? Well, let's get some makeup on for you so you can get going on with your rest of your day, or, if they're going out for dinner or something. All right, primer. What's not to love about the primer? I don't even really talk about the primer. I just say, I'm just going to let you put that on your face and you can tell me what you think about it. Wait to hear what they say about silky smooth, all of those things, and you can talk about the primer more. You've then got a choice of the liquid foundation or mineral. I'll often say, what do you use, a liquid or a mineral? Okay, let's go with the liquid. I always get a little colour match going on here. You're pretty safe. You've pretty much got your 4 to 5 colours that that they're going to fall in between. Don't be afraid to mix 2 colours if they're sitting in between 2. Mix them together for them and show them what a great blend you can get with that. I love the liquid foundation. It's hydrating, but yet it's light, and it stays on all day long. So mineral foundation, if they're a mineral person, you can get them to use the new mineral. We've been hearing fantastic results with that too, so you can talk more about that. The bronzer. Now, this is my another trick. I love bronzing. I love bronzer. People who know me know that I like being brown, but I don't like being oompa loompa orange, but like I was back in the day when I bronze all over my face and keep bronzing, and mum would be screaming at my sister and I saying, stop putting bronzer on, you've got too much on. This bronzer is incredible, and I like to dust everyone that I do with the bronzer sort of all over and highlight their cheeks a tiny bit more. But I feel like the bronzer can help really set the foundation in, and just a really quick light dust around. You only have to swirl the brush in there sort of twice, just to get that nice finish. Do it a little bit down their neck to bring their colour in as well. So I love bronzer. I go through quite a bit of bronzer. Long Story mascara, fantastic now that we have the same wands that is in the Long Story mascara itself. What I love about it is just how much my eyelashes have grown. I only really noticed it about a week ago. I just could not believe the length and volume in my eyelashes, especially my bottom ones, is what I really noticed. This mascara is amazing, and I love that your eyelashes sort of, they stay flexible, if that makes sense. You haven't got that, you know, stiff as a board type feeling with the mascara. So you can either choose to pop that on them or give them the stick to put on themselves, have the mirror there for them. Lip polish, lipstick. Sometimes they might feel a bit adventurous and want to try a new colour and things like that. I love the fact that they're hydrating. It gives you a little bit of colour or a lot of colour depending, and they're mixable. I love mixing my lipsticks and lip polishes to create sort of new kind of colours that we can go with whatever outfit we've got. Okay, so your wrap-ups can be quite hard, I think, in an EBS because you've just had this great one-on-one time with them, and you know, depending on where you've met them, you don't want to feel like you've got that whole, okay, so here comes the sale pitch type thing. So the best way that I think that you can avoid this is by doing something along the lines of this. I say, well, that really completes our Express Beauty session. Thank you so much for letting me pamper you today. Did you enjoy it? And they're going to say yes. And, you know, how's your skin feeling? You look amazing. This is my favourite part of my job, is seeing people really transform from when they walk in the front door to the end of this Express Beauty session. I think you look fantastic. And they're going to talk and touch and feel, you know, and I say, can you believe that we've put, and I count out in front of them, you know, cleanser, toner, serum, eye cream, day cream, lift gel, primer, foundation, bronzer. You've pretty much put 9 products on your skin here today, but you feel like you've got nothing on. Isn't it, you know, isn't it amazing? And they'll say, yeah, okay. And then this is where you're talking about value for money, things like that. So a way I say is, look, if you like, pause. Sometimes they will bring it up with you anyway and sort of say, so how much do these cost? Or they'll sort of ask you a few questions to say, well, if you'd like, I do have some, you know, package options here that I'm happy to show you if you would like me to show you them. It's totally up to you. And they're going to say yes, and they're going to feel like they've made the decision for you to show them. So I say, well, look, what we went through today is what we call our results pack. This is a great system. It's head-to-toe system that really gets you started on fantastic skincare at an incredible savings. So normally, if you're, you know, I talked a bit earlier about other products on the market that you would not normally buy, you know, you'd be paying over $3,000 for their skincare, which is, you know, that's not okay to be spending $3,000 on skincare in my mind and a lot of people's mind. But with our results pack here, and then you can put the results pack out in front of you, this is what we go through. And I take them through that and sort of say, you know, this is basically, we're getting your RA9 set here. You're going to get a 20% off saving year round by becoming a preferred client. When you first sign up as a preferred client, you're going to get a gift to cover that $27 fee, which I would highly recommend the Lift Gel or the collagen support supplements for you. You can shop online anytime, and we've also got this fantastic, you get your finishing set of your makeup, your body cleanser, and then I pull out, I said, and the shampoo and conditioner, which, you know, have a little smell of it now. I just love the shampoo and conditioner. The reason why I sort of bring up the shampoo and conditioner and the way I found out is that sometimes it's bringing them back to the products rather than the money thing again, and it's just locking in how much more value you're kind of getting, and oh, that does smell amazing, that's incredible. So the results pack, and I give them give them time to ask you a question or make a comment rather than launching straight into the next thing. And they might ask you a few questions, things like that, and to say, so, you know, maybe is that something that you would maybe, you know, suit you to purchase so we can get you started on these skincare products? See what they say. If they're, you know, saying, oh, probably a little bit too much, you can say, hey, you can then split the pack. And then you can also say, look, we can also purchase retail. I've got a catalogue here. I can work out the best way for you to purchase. And if they're really, you know, erring on the side of, oh, I can't really afford it, say, well, actually, do you know what? I think what a fantastic way would be is for you to host a workshop. A workshop is actually really fun. It's only 3 or 4 of your girlfriends around a table with me. We do the same simple thing, but we go into a tiny bit more detail. You know, it's a great chance for you to catch up with your girlfriends, and you'll receive your products at nearly 80% off. And you can show them the little cards that we've got that have got the savings on there too. Or the other thing you can do if they're looking at buying it, if they say, yeah, that sounds great, I'll go with the results pack. Say, hey, listen, if you like, I can process this order for you today. If you'd like to be able to get some products for yourself, I can actually add this, more products for yourself. I can actually add this to a workshop if you'd like to have a couple of girlfriends around, and we can have a workshop and we can get you even more products for you. How does that sound? I can count that in as one of your orders. So there's your chance to offer a workshop then. Then finally, depending on the person and you know what feedback you've got, but I always say, listen, I know you might be sitting here thinking that this is something that you would never consider doing, but I would actually love the opportunity to offer you a chance to come along and have a coffee with me, or come to our next business event if you've got one on. So I'd love a chance to show you exactly how this business works, because I know that you were saying earlier about XYZ. They might have said that they've got no money. They might have said that they hate their job. Whatever they've said, bring it back to that, because you know you're making it about them, which is what we're doing. So you say, you know, look, you mentioned earlier about, you know, how you're having a bit of trouble making ends meet, and you know your husband works lots. Why don't you come along and see if this may be something for you? It may not be, but it wouldn't hurt to find out. I'd love to have a coffee with you. Would tomorrow at 3:30 suit you? Or we've got our next business chat Tuesday night at 7:30. Would you like to come along? I'd really love you to come along. You know, if you can either get one or all of those things in there, so like a sale, a workshop booking, and a business coffee chat booked in, that is absolutely brilliant from an EBS. But if you know, don't be disheartened or alarmed that if they, you know, leave and they're going to have a think about it. That's fine. Give them the Swiss Beauty Workshop information. Give them the results pack to take. If you have one, give them a little sample to take with them and say, listen, I'd love you to be able to try this in your home for 5 days. I guarantee you're going to love it. And it's just a little way of me saying thank you for coming along today. I'm going to give you a call in 2 days' time to see how you're going with that sample. Is that okay with you? So, you know, something always comes from doing activity. So the fortune is in the follow-up. So don't forget to follow up with people. At the end, you know, that night or the next day, a couple of hours after I left, whatever, you can shoot them a little text message and just say, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate your time. I hope your family's noticed how amazing your skin's looking. Just something really nice and simple. So that wraps up my Express Beauty Session training for you. I hope it's helped. I hope I haven't jumbled around too much. But there's lots of others out there. We all do it differently, but, you know, we're all here to help each other. Have a great night, day, whatever you're watching this, and we'll see you on the next training. Bye.